Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today on this Saturday day? Well, I've got another book haul. Like I need more books, right? Um, I don't know whether I'm going to do a review today or not, but I did finish Shift by Hugh Howey. And I've started on Dust by Hugh Howey. Shift, a lot of people said it was really just wasn't even relevant, or it was dull, and who cared about the history of why the silos were there, or blah blah blah. But I tell you what, I thought it was interesting. I enjoyed it. I liked knowing how it all began and why it all began. But I'm just that type of person, I like to know the origins of things, for these dystopians. So I thought it was pretty cool, and I enjoyed it. So if you don't want the history, or the history of the beginnings of the silos and why they exist and so forth and so on, then you can just skip Shift and just go straight to Dust. But I wouldn't recommend it, because there's some stuff in there that, it's really cool, I think, and really meaningful to the series. So I think you really need to read all three if you're going to read them. So there you go. There's my little review of Wool. Well, I already did my review of the Wool book, but that's my review of Shift. So I would suggest reading Wool, Shift, and then Dust. I would suggest reading all three if you're going to read them. Last summer, I think it was last summer, maybe the summer before last, I got on this kick of reading Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins. I got on this kick of the, I'm not going to call it a Christianity kick, but maybe apocalypse, like the end of time, the end of days. I got into the end of days stuff, and the revelations in the Bible. I'm just all over the place. I read, from one genre, I read all kinds of stuff. So last year I read, I don't know whether any of you are familiar with the Left Behind series by those two authors. And it's a fictional series about revelations, about how they believe revelations are going to go down, more or less. So, and I enjoyed it as a fictional read. I enjoyed it. So I was at my local bookstore and used bookstore, and I noticed that Jerry Jenkins had a couple books out that, like I said, I haven't been reading any of their books here for a long time. I haven't been keeping track of anything, so I thought, they were cheap. They were like, what, $4, $3 for these hardbacks a piece. The first one is Soon. It's the beginning of the end, and it says, before they were left behind, they couldn't see it coming. So I guess it's before the rapture, before the rapture. And this is Silenced, the Wrath of God Descends. I guess this is the second book. Pure fiction, of course. And then I picked up at the same bookstore, totally not even in the same genre. It's I've never even heard of this author before. Phil Rickman. It's called Curfew. Stephen King said it's remarkable, something new and creepy. It's not new to me. It's not a new book. It's an older book. It looks really good. I don't know when it was first printed. I think in the 90s, I think it was printed. Let me see. 1993. So, and wow, this print is so small. I don't know. It's going to be a hard one to read, but I'll read it. I'm used to my Kindle where I can make everything big. Then today we went to our local Goodwill. I got a couple pairs of shorts, a DVD. I got fried green tomatoes, and I got 2 books. And I never heard of this author either, Richard K. Morgan. He is, I guess this is a science fiction. It is, yes. Called Altered Carbon. Has anybody heard of this book before? Altered Carbon. Sounds pretty good. It says pure high-octane science fiction mixes with the classic noir private eye tale. So it's kind of like a whodunit plus a science fiction all wrapped up in one. So, I mean, it was 99 cents. 99 cents, and it was a regular $14.95 or $15 for this book. So, 99 cents. And then I got by Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins, Are We Living in the End Times? Current events foretold in Scripture and what they mean. So take that as you will. Like I said, I like reading stuff like this. I like reading all kinds of stuff. I like knowledge. I like to have knowledge about everything. Anything and everything. So that's my book haul. I think I've decided between 2 books after I get done with the Wool trilogy. It's either going to be the one by Stephen King that Greg suggested, and who else suggested? Somebody else. I'm forgetting. A couple people suggested Wind Through the Keyhole. And so it's either going to be that one that I'm going to read next, or, what is the name of it? Let me go get the book. I'll go get the book. Hold on a second. It's upstairs. I think it's called The Passage. I'm pretty sure it's called The Passage, and I think it's upstairs, so I'm not going upstairs to get it because I'm lazy. So I think that's my haul. If you've read any of those books, let me know, especially these 2. Oh crap. Especially this one and this one. If you've read any of those, let me know. What is everybody doing this weekend? I'm not doing much of anything. I had one hell of a week. I won't even go into it. Well, I really can't go into it. My Thursday turned out to be, let me see how many hours did I work Thursday. Okay. 6. I almost worked a 12-hour shift Thursday. Yeah. And the last probably 8 hours of the shift were really bad. And it was very stressful, and it actually made me sick. I had to miss work yesterday because I got so stressed out my last 9 hours on Thursday that if y'all don't know me, I mean, well, I don't know whether I think I have irritable bowel, but nothing's been diagnosed yet because I haven't had my testing done, which is coming up really soon with my gastro doctor. But anyway, when I get upset and I get nervous or something, I have problems, really, really bad problems. And that's what happened. And I